What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is LaBelle. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today, we're talking icon swaps. I'm giving you the guide, my opinion. In fact, I'm dropping some clarity and a very biased viewpoint, my perspective. In the comments, let me know what you're doing via these icon swaps, because there's a lot to consider depending how much you want to grind and when you want to see something on the back end. When do you need results? When do you want players in fodderism? And we're gonna discuss all of that. If you haven't liked the video and turned on notifications, what are you doing? You're here early. Before I showcase what's happening with icon swaps, I need 2 dates on screen because there are currently 9 tokens available between now, I think this started May 10th, up to June 21st. 9 tokens. Put a big old 9 on screen. Following June 21st to the end of July, my estimated date or the announcement date, July 30th, is another 9 tokens, giving you 18 total icon swap tokens available. But they are split in 2, which means you can't get all 18 up front. There's no Cash App or Venmo that is going to be sent your way. I just want to make sure you have that clarification. Before I give you my selection and how I'm prioritizing, these are those icon swaps. All 3 of these packs are going to be hard hitters. We call them the trio. 81 plus times 25, 83 plus times 25, 84 plus is a new pack times 20. These always eat. Worst case scenario, you end up with too much fodder. But the odds of you packing something good to go, Blues Clues, colorful, they're right up there. We then have an Icon Moments pack. I know many of you will open this hoping to get lucky, and I'm gonna see a lot of bad luck on Twitter to go with it. You then have the actual icons, Bastian Schweinsteiger. Realistically, probably not gonna get minutes in your team. 92 plus Icon Moments pack, an attacker or a midfielder, so we're not getting those defensive players, and no goalkeepers. Very attractive. Also a new iteration. Stoichkov. The man gets busy, but I don't know if he should be a focal point. You have the 92 plus prime icon player pick, which means you get 1 out of 3. If you've got that good player pick selection like yours truly, somehow you're gonna end up with 3 icons that do not fit into a starting 11. For the price tag of 10 icon swap tokens, you can now do the icon moments variation in that same type of selection. Then you have Georgie Best. We're seeing a lot of wingers that look like this. He's proven, but team of the season has these types of numbers. Now you have a 92 plus icon moments midfielder, but you get to select from 3. You would hope that you're guaranteeing yourself something usable. You can do the math here. Pick a website, FootWiz, FootHead, FootBin. Pull up all the icon midfielders that fall into this rating, or icon moment midfielders, and then decide how many would actually be assets for you and are worth 12 tokens. This is a real grind. Puskas at 13, guaranteed, 94 overall, brand new icon. At 15, we now got the attacking player pick. Rio Ferdinand costs you 15 out of pocket as well, but you're guaranteed the Manchester United icon. 93 plus icon moments player pick. But for 16, this is the complete grind. And then you have Patrick Vieira, your mainstream big dog on campus type of reward. And I'm not going to say that he's outdated. He'll still be valuable, but just think how many center mids we actually have that are killing the game right now, that have been introduced, whether it's an SBC or they're on the marketplace, and we still have more team of the season releases, drops. It was important that we covered what's available before I get into these breakdowns and elaborate. Now that you're ready, we're good to go. These are my priorities. I repeat, Mike's choices, selections, and personal preference. I've given you 5. Number 1, you have to complete the trio. And I'm just looking at this with what you're gonna get now versus later. What's up front? You're getting a little more personal, intimate. We got a narrative. And I'm looking at that 81 times 25, 83 times 25, 84 times 20. Those 3, that's 6 tokens. I need that. That's the trio. And you might not grind out the rest of these icon swaps. That's the reality. But you have to complete these 3 as soon as possible. That's why I said number 1 priority. And I'm also basing my list where you don't complete every single icon token, which I think is very fair and reasonable. Many of us, myself included, are not gonna grind for 18. It's not worth it. We don't want that commitment of time or that grind. and that's going to come into consideration with my arguments. But these three, green light. These packs have always delivered for yours truly, and most of us can deal with 6 tokens. Whether you're packing team of the season players, at least increasing the percentages, or guaranteeing yourself fodderism for SBCs that recently have had a lot of value, players you want to incorporate, which means you need to have some sort of resurface, and this is not going to cost you out of pocket. That's my number 1. Number 2. Calling this the full house. If you play poker, Texas Hold'em. Originally, I'm from Houston. We got the trio, so we're taking that and we're gonna add to it. This is if you complete all 18 icon swaps. Or you can pick and choose, but we're gonna add in the Icon Moments pack, which is 5 tokens, to go with the 92 plus Icon Moments pack as well, which is 7. 7 plus 5 equals 12, and then 12 plus 6, 18. Clearly, we've got arithmetic down packed. Number 3, the now and the later. So up front, right here, right now, ASAP, you're gonna complete the 84 times 20, which is gonna cost you 3 tokens, and then the 83 times 25, 2 tokens, and then I'm going for the later. I want Puskas. Prime, 94 overall, new icon. Most of us have not been able to include him into a squad. The coin balance, it was looking a little too healthy, or in our case, maybe we had too much of a drought. This is a good opportunity to not only get to touch some packs, but also to get a brand new icon that is gonna be enjoyable and an end game player. It's a good way to send off the year. Number 4, the Gambler. We're still looking at the 81 times 25, the 83 times 25, the 84 times 20. Did I mention that was gonna be a theme? But now we've added in the 92 plus Icon Moments pack. It's only gonna cost you 13 total icon swap tokens, which is why I think it's good value, and you just get to open the packs. A lot of you aren't necessarily looking for the guaranteed players. You don't care the same way, and you're willing to put it all on the line. You're grind through it, and you hope to pack something, get your itch. This is your desire for that pack luck. FIFA gods have talked to you. You sent in your prayers. They've replied, and they're gonna hook this up. And for 13 total tokens, I think this is reasonable. And something that I gravitate towards with this solution is you can pick and choose. Would you rather have the icon pack plus maybe you do the 83 times 25? That's 9 tokens. Or do you want to go the other direction where you're going to start lining up a bunch of fodderism and you do the 81 times 25 or the 83 and the 84 and so forth and so on, and you hold off and wait for the icon moments? The choice is yours. It's a good problem to have. Number 5, the individual. You're gonna grind towards a player. You want that as your reward. These are the 3 players that I would focus on. Right off the rip, we're gonna ignore Bastian Schweinsteiger. That's a no-go. Stoichkov, not today, not tomorrow, at least not in this circumstance. And Georgie Best, as much as I like him, I rate him, I can appreciate that haircut and them sideburns. Looks like he's about to join the Beatles, but he's not going to be in my front line of the 3 players that I'd have to focus on individually if I wanted to complete this. Puskas, that would be my main priority. You're just getting certain levels of endgame material. It's guaranteed. You can still get packs if you're willing to grind for future icon swaps. That's an answer that you would have. I wouldn't be able to answer that necessarily for you, but I've gone up against him. I've played with them. This man is ambitious. The Hungarian gets busy. Skills all over the virtual pitch. He's going to be an enjoyable experience. And as stated previously, these are the last few months of FIFA. Puskas will allow you to roast, toast, and coast. Give you the ins, the outs, the body feint this way and the body feint that way. It's a beautiful connection. I got storytelling. Ferdinand, are you gonna get guaranteed greatness? Yes, there's no doubt about that. Manchester United fans are going to sign up all day for an opportunity to guarantee Ferdinand going into that starting 11. Makes a difference. But we also have more variety and depth for the center back position than any other position in FIFA. The amount of top tier options is unbelievable for this specific role, and we haven't even seen all of the team of the season. And I do want to bring up as a counter argument, a lot of fullbacks now play as center backs. So even the natural traditional center back pool is getting slimmer and slimmer that you actually need them. It's just a matter of a simple equation with supply and demand. We've got way too much supply, not nearly as much demand. So if you're going after Ferdinand, it is because you are a fan of him, or a supporter of Manchester United, you have some sort of love and appreciation, because throughout this grind and all the temptation between the packs, for you to not open any of those packs and to wait and dedicate towards Ferdinand, you have to be ready to hug this man, at least post-pandemic. And last but not least, Patrick Vieira. He's certifiable, whether you want him as a center mid or if you want him as a holding mid, potentially as a center back. You know what you're buying into. He's 6'4". He's proven at all levels in FIFA, beginner, intermediate, advanced. He's going to improve every single team, but he's also not going to showcase or be someone you can spotlight for the skill moves. You're not going to get some of those extras when you're looking to progress into the attack, but you could easily argue that he is potentially the best defensive stopper of a midfielder. You need someone who's going to sit in front of your back line. He's going to leave it all on the virtual pitch. This is the guy. But you're also going to put up 17 tokens, so you get nothing else. It is all or nothing when you're looking at Patrick Vieira. That's my guide. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Where are you prioritizing? What are you focusing on? I'm giving you my opinion, and I'm putting it out there. We like to be bold on the YouTube channel. We don't sit in the middle of the fence. We don't have to be politically correct. We're not riding the banister. We're gonna give you an opinion, an actual opinion. We haven't lost ours. But if you enjoyed everything, make sure to drop some love. If you're new to the channel, it's free to subscribe, and I have a lot more content coming out ASAP.